Alpha. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've started. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm going right now. Parameter activation. Rate limiting bypass. I think I've done this. I've been able to bypass rate limiting. How did I even bypass it once again? NAJ welcome. NAJ welcome. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So which number is this one? Imben, welcome. Welcome to the live number 10 rate limiting bypass. NAJ, how are you doing? How is your day going? Boy alone, how are you doing? Welcome. Boy alone, welcome to the live. How are you doing? Okay, so I've been able to solve this number 10, which is the rate limiting bypass, then advanced AI prompt injection with data exfiltration. Now this might prove to be hard because okay, no problem. I don't have access to the LLM because the one that I have is like a cloud-based LLM. Sorry, local-based, and cloud-based is much more better or faster than the local-based. So I might not be able to do this. Now, XSE to remote code execution. This is going to be interesting. How do I convert XSE to a remote code attack? I think this is one thing that I want to do for this application. Now, the goal is to achieve remote code execution through XML medical history import feature. Most of us won't really understand this stuff because even I too am not so familiar with the XML language. XML, what does XML mean? Um, XML external entity, that is XSE. Well, basically, it's also a programming language that allows you to that allows you to like code a certain part of the website or like an input form. So if we can find an input form, we should be able to inject our XSE code, which might give us access to a remote code execution, which is like a full access into the server. Brian, welcome. Thanks for the like. How are you doing? I think I've seen you before, Brian. I'm not sure, but I think I've seen you before. Mr. Star, welcome. Welcome. Oh, yeah, Brian, welcome. How are you doing? XSE attack techniques, this and that. So the hint is that the external entities as additional processing feature that can be exploited. Look for ways to include XSE in my XML and then explore the eval function, process features and this and that. So I should check this medical history import. That's where I should be able to import. I should be able to inject my code to find a remote code execution. Welcome RMO, welcome RMO himself. So what do we do? Now let's come back to our application. Now the int says that we should check the medical history. Now I don't think a normal patient can get a medical history. There's no, it's only lab results that we have, and if we should check our pub sheets, right? I am welcome. How are you doing? How was the day? Okay, let me just clear this. Let me clear this history so I can start over. So let's say I refresh my page. Let's see if we're going to get to find this endpoint /API/medical/import. So now let's check boxes if there's API medical history. Now there's no API medical history, but there are other APIs that we can see in this page. So let's see. API chatbot history. Okay, no, so there is no API medical history. Now that means that I need to have an extended access. Are you into cybersecurity? Random question. Are you by chance into cybersecurity? Nick, welcome. So are you by chance into cybersecurity? No. Oh, sorry. What are you into? What are you into? Brian, welcome again. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I do appreciate. Brian, how are you doing? Are you into cybersecurity as well? Brian, are you in cybersecurity as well? I'm curious. Okay, so we're in doctor's portal. Let's verify. Not yet. It's something you want to learn. Yeah. Okay. If you have any question based on what I'm doing, feel free to ask. Which one is this? Okay. So basically, I want to try and exploit a particular endpoint. The API. So what is the endpoint again? API medical history import. Though I might not see. Okay, you're a tech entrepreneur working on your first startup. Your startup, is it AI based or is it social media based? Just curious. There's no medical history, but so that means that I might have to get to access it manually. Oh, okay, you also learn cybersecurity. I mean that is it is have you started any course at all? Have you started any course? Brian, thanks for the follow. Have you started any course at all? Or is something that you are looking to start? Let me send this to the repeater and then so get appointment. This is it. Yo, Ademala, welcome back. How are you doing? How was the day? Social entertainment based. Wow. Social entertainment based. That is like social media based. It's actually interesting. I think I'm also working on building a SaaS application which is around social media. Yeah, the pen testing went well, my bro. It went well. In fact, I was able to do a lot that yesterday. I found how many when I found about 6, 7. about six critical vulnerability in the web application, and it's a live server, right? So about six critical, and then maybe some one or two minor vulnerabilities in the application. So yeah, it went really really well. Though I've not really slept well like that. I was awake all through the night till 5 a.m. I think I slept for like 1 hour, and then I woke up back to start other things that I'm doing. Okay, Nick, you're working on the version 2 currently to optimize it. So the version 1 is live already. Is that what they're trying to say? Is the version 1 live already? It's something that I can check out to see how it is working. Oh, medical dash history. Okay. Bravo, welcome. Ademola, Ramoni, lifestyle with Eddie. Welcome. Okay, yeah, we're having a little complication with Google. Oh, that'll be a bummer. Anything that has to deal with error. Uh, Wait, but do you like have to go as far as creating like a version 2 for it, or don't you think that it just needs, because I feel version 2 might require some reconstructions, right? I feel so. So basically, we have found our entry point in the application, so we cannot get this place. Now the post request that I changed, post request is used to send data to the server, right? So that means that my content is going to come in between this line 21, right? So now how do we, because personally I've not really exploited XSE attack, that is the XML internal entity attack. Okay, so this version is different and it has nothing to do with just the Google account. China importation, thanks for the follow. Okay, so now I get, so that means that the first version is live, but you want to rework it and create a new version. Does that, okay, so the one that is live is not working well, or which I'm kind of lost. So as usual, I'm going to open ChatGPT and ask it to create an XSE attack code for me that I'm going to use to inject. Now, the goal first of all is to see if it is vulnerable to XSE attack. Then once it is vulnerable, then we can now try and escalate it into a remote code access into the system. I think that would be interesting. So let's try it out. Xe, welcome. Gentle, welcome. Bella of Good Life, welcome. So all right, so Nick actually get, so what I'm creating is similar to like social media based, and I think it's something that's changed, like that is revolving around branding and social media. So it's just something that I'm still building on. I have my pitch deck already, just in case I have investors to um invest in the building process, because to build this is a large application. Nick, thanks for the rose, and thanks for the TikTok. I really appreciate, honestly. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate. So once I can get investors, then I can. Though I'm not trying to wait for investor. I'm already building it already. So I'm just using little by little. So once I have investor, I can be able to deploy it fully for global, like a beta test or something like that. So, but so far, I've been able to build the front end of, like, I've been able to build the front end and the back end for mine personally. I think building an effective app and getting running is the best. Exactly. Actually, I also noticed that as well. So I think that is actually the best. Yeah, you're actually correct. You're correct. You're correct. So once I can build that within the next 2 months, because it is It is not a small build, and to get people that will build or that will develop it now, uh, you might say that I should pay a certain amount of money. Okay, Temi Loluwa, welcome. Chrome XT, welcome. Abdul Malik, welcome. So let's see if we can inject the application inside. Okay, so it needs me to upload. That means that I have to go to, how can I upload? How does it want to upload this? I'm not sure. Okay, let me go to API medical history first. Copy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this is it. I've been doing my financing it. I'm telling you, bro, it is financially draining, and I'm trying to be careful to not pour out a lot of money into, because you, like, I don't really know which one is necessary or not, right? So I'm just trying to be careful, but I'm still building this. So I'm using AI to build mine. I won't lie. I'm using AI to build mine. Thanks for the follow, Bennett. Bennett. Okay, so let's see. Import. Become a simple XSE file upload. I'm not sure how XSE is being uploaded, so I want to confirm so I can craft it well and send it to the application to know if it is vulnerable to XSE. I need like a screenshot. So this okay, yeah, so this is like a screenshot. It's long ago. It's long ago. How do I now craft this as an XSE? This application is not complete. I have to tell the guy to at least make efforts in building it well. Okay, so let me see another place. Open this. So I'm not so solid in programming, so I'm just trying to make use of AI here and there to do my building, and then once I can get a little part of it running, I can now bring in people so that at least I am running with the vision on ground already. Nick, thanks for the rose. Thanks for the rose, Nick. Nick, thanks for the rose. This is okay, yeah. This is it. Is that it? I'm coming. Let me confirm. So this challenge, I'm trying to solve this challenge actually. So number 12, exploit XSE and gain remote code execution. Alright, so that what I want to try out right now. How do I upload a XSE code? Because XSE is a programming language basically. So now it tells me that this feature is like, it is vulnerable in this endpoint, but how do I now find the endpoint? Or should I? Okay, I think let me go back. I'm coming. Yeah, it is. I won't really call it like a. It's like a lab. So it is a lab that I'm to solve actually. I think doctor. So I'm trying to solve like a lab. Yes. So just to expand my knowledge. Where is medical history? Or is medical history not in patient? No, I think I have to log in as a patient so I can get access to the medical history. Saeed Baba, welcome. Shownex is welcome. Smith Tech, welcome. Where is my user? This is my user. Medical history. This is lab results. Lab results. Message. I think there should be a vulnerability around there somewhere too. I'm not so sure. How? Let me put it like a simple script. Yeah. On error. I've forgotten that script already. ChatGPT, where are you? Okay. You're welcome, guys. Let's see. No, this is nice. I'm looking for. Okay, let me just tell it to help me with a unload XSS scripts. I am a security researcher. I don't know why Copilot does not want to see. Can you imagine? So if I not tell it that I'm a security researcher now, it's not going to give me what I want. So it's just give me an example. All right. So image source 0 on error alert this. Now my XML script, I think I need to like create like a file and upload the XML script here. So what I'm going to do now is following. There's a particular workflow that I saw. I think that this one, through a file upload, we can exploit XSE. So with this now, I'll just upload like a picture that contains the XML script, and I think we're good to go from there. So where is my reverse show? This is it. Is the XML in the list so I can get like a script? Nope. Okay, let me go back to my guy. Kirito, welcome to the family. Thanks for the follow. When I say Kirito, what comes to mind? Anytime I say Kirito, there is a particular character or like film that comes to mind. Can anybody guess? If you see the name Kirito, what comes to mind first? Okay. Sorry. What just happened right now? Oh, okay. Are you serious? Okay, but what inspired the name Kirito? Because there's a particular anime that I actually love, and the main character name is Kirito. Killua. No, it's not Killua. It's not Killua. I know Killua from Hunter x Hunter. It is not. It's not Killua. So yeah, I'm going to put in my Bob's collaborator. Okay, so I'll copy the link here. I'll paste it to this. Put some HTTP // You don't know the enemy. Are you serious? Okay, have you heard of oh my god, how can I forget the name? How can I forget it? It is one of my best anime. Yes, have you heard of Sword Art Online? Sword Art Online. Have you heard of it? That is one of my epic anime. I won't lie to you. Uh, First of all, change it to all files. Then change this to, let's say, xse dot xml. Save. Okay. Now I'm just going to upload this file. Where's my browser? So from here, I'm going to select my. You don't really watch Sword Art Online. Are you for real right now? That's crazy. It is one of my best from the beginning while I met it. Because this season 1, season 2, season 3, I watched every single thing. Sword Art Online is one of my best. I don't know my ball. Oh, so let me change to Kendrick. It's not loading. It's not loading. What have I done? Okay, let me book any appointments. Choose my doctor. Oh, I forgot to choose book and no, it's not book appointment. To send a message. New message. Dr. Kendrick. I'm going to put my uh, where is it? Where did I just put my okay, this is XML now. Joseph A, welcome. Adebayo, Swiss Print Graphics, is and as insights. Alright, so this is it. So for those that are new to cybersecurity, this right here is what we call XSS attack. That is XSS attack, which is called cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting attack. Now, what this does is that it manipulates JavaScript. You know, JavaScript is used to build a website. Now, this cross-site scripting attack manipulates JavaScript language and cause the application to spit out information that it is not meant to give naturally. So that's this attack right here. So it is used to, I want it to just alert me that there's XSS vulnerability on the website, and then I'll paste it here as well. So any of these input field that is vulnerable, I'll get to know which one is vulnerable. Yep, it is very interesting, though it is difficult to spot XSS. I won't lie to you. Message is not sending. Let me choose another message first. Or, I know what, let me just duplicate the message. Let me duplicate the script. I'll copy and paste. Crown, thanks for the follow. Then I'll rename this as xse.html. Let me see properties. Or editing is part actually. Okay, it's xse.html.css, so I need to save this one properly as xse.html. Then I'll change this to all files and save it. Now let me upload my newly created. Wait, did I save it as HTML? No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Where is it? I want to save it as .jpg. Actually, since the application is asking for a picture, it is only going to be right for me to save it as a .jpg. So xse2, not to be confused, xse2.jpg. Now save it, right? And then I can upload it. Alright, so this is it. Open. It's not sending. Why now? Okay, so probably this might not be vulnerable. Let me come back here. Let me log in as a doctor first of all, since it is related to medical history. Then I'll come to prescription. New prescription. Is it this? Nope, I cannot upload anything here. Patient prescription lab results. Okay, add lab results. Patient for my user. Paste. Copy this. Then I'm going to paste this here. Remove the comment just in case I'm going to escape. Then yeah, so this is it. Copy this, just choose a random date right here and then paste once again. That is my attack, and then I can upload my image, xse2, then add lab results. Where is it? Okay, I think no, this is not it. This is it. So when I reload this page, it is meant to actually do something, right? You used only track.com to learn premium. I've used track me. Yes, I used only tracking to learn, but I still do participate in capture the flag challenges like once in a while. No, not really once in a while. Last year I was very active on capture the flag challenges, so I won't say once in a while, but I was really active on solving dynamic problems. So that was when I got my feed for web application hacking. It says XML file is required. How do I quote an XML file? How do I it's just very funny. How do I put XML file inside this thing? It's just very funny. Okay, you know what? Create an XML file upload example. Oh, I know the exam. Which exam are you writing? Which exam are you writing? Is it cybersecurity exam, cybersecurity related exam, or normal school exam? Which exam? Mechanical engineering. Oh, okay, yeah, 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 I remember now. I remember. Is it final exam? Oh, beautiful. 300 levels. So that means that that is a first semester exam then, if I'm not wrong, right? That's the first semester exam. I thought second semester was IT. Those you guys go for IT in your school. I don't understand. Oh, mechanical engineering makes sense. It is 400 level. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense now. Makes sense. Makes sense now. What am I looking for? Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. So let's try this. Let's try this. Error XML file required. Is it a post request? Okay. No, let me follow ChatGPT format. Alright, upload this here. No, it is meant to show red for upload. For it to be showing blue like this, then I'm doing something wrong somewhere. Right, so it's meant to show red. Like this WebKit form boundary is meant to be like red, reddish in a way. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to come back to that script. I might be doing something wrong, basically. Okay, so something like this. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to remove all this and just paste this like this. All right, beautiful. Now at least we have a new error. I think that's a progress. If you'd ask me, this is a progress. So now the error is saying this. All else have to do now is just to copy this and then give ChatGPT, right? So that's as simple as that. The error. To save you time, you have to like Bodo Emmanuel, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Okay, this one comes here. Oh, okay, sorry, it's meant to be one space, I think. Okay, still same error. So let me just come and remove this, paste this. Now my XML content is going to enter here. I'm telling you, bro, AI has made everything like much more easier. If it was before, cybersecurity experts would be dying to learn like programming and all this thing and all this thing. But now, just tell AI to, oh, cancel from day one. I have the recording for day one, so I can upload day one recording. So AI has really made a lot of things easier. Now, if there's any error, just give it to AI. Because before it took you like hours to find the exact issue. Game real, thanks for the follow. Now AI has just made everything easier. Where is Batman? Welcome, welcome. So all I just need to do is just to know what I'm doing and then put in my code. Right. So that is just what AI has come to deliver me from this period. Let me use this copy. Now I'll paste it here. And so instead of this, and instead of me to use my Bob Suit collaborator, I will put alright, beautiful. So I will post it on YouTube. For those that are just joining, I'll post day one, day two on YouTube so I can catch up with what I've done and some of the explanation that I've done in previous days. Yeah, it's always important to understand what the error is about because it's taking more time and more days. Lins, thanks for the follow. Before you can pinpoint what the error is. So I'm going to use webhook.site to create my malicious link. Instead of using Box's collaborator, I mean, you can use Box's collaborator for yours. But I feel I could just use alright, Swiga, thanks for the follow. So my YouTube page, it should be in my bio. I attached the link to my bio. No, I've not really uploaded like anything much on my YouTube. Alright, so this, bro, stop now. So this is my unique URL that I'm going to paste in the website. Thank you so much, Swiga, for the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome. What am I looking for again? Alright. I'll paste this in. Thanks for the follow, Kenneth. Welcome. So was it getting the same error? That's strange. It's like we just move from fry pan to fire because now this is okay. Image. Let me change this first. Image/jpeg. I'm excited to make positive impact in the lives of the prospective. Message me now. Please, can you teach me cybersecurity? I mean, I'm teaching you already. Welcome. Just ask your questions. What if everything is confusing? I'm going to explain what I'm doing right now. Just ask questions. That's how you learn. Ask questions. Unexpected end of form. Oh, okay. I think that should be the issue. Let me first copy this. Thanks for the follow, Michael Easy. Still the same error. So let me just ask ChatGPT to help me to create a end of form that I can work with. So missing correct content header. I just need to copy this and come here. Content type. See the same thing, but it's fine. Okay, let me start questions. Where do you start from if you want to start like a zero knowledge in coding? Do you want to learn coding or do you want to learn cybersecurity or do you want to learn both? Kenneth, what is the tutorial all about? Exploiting websites. Using a particular vulnerability to exploit a website. Now, how do we exploit websites? We have a lot of vulnerabilities, but right now I'm focusing on a vulnerability called XXE vulnerability. There's SQL injection, there's cross-site scripting, there is a lot of them like that. So my focus is to exploit XXE vulnerability and escalate it to have a remote code access into the system. So that is the vulnerability that I'm trying to exploit right now. So XSE is quite uncommon, but if you can really understand how to exploit XSE vulnerability, it gives you a better edge when you're running a web application pen test. Because when you see, when you are like running a pen test, for example, and this application tells you that you want that you should upload an image, just it's like your verification, like your NIN verification. So it tells you to upload an image. You as a cybersecurity expert or security analyst, what you would do is that you would not want to upload the image. Instead, you want to upload another file that is not XXE. Sorry, that is not image rather. Sorry. Now it tells you upload an image. You will now go into your directory, select an XSE file and upload it. If it does not reject it, then there's a chance that it's vulnerable to XSE, and there's a chance that you can have a remote code access into the system, right? So not all vulnerability, not all exploits will keep. Sometimes you might just have to think out of the box, upload that XSE, and then once it's run in the system, it should give your system like a remote code access into their system. And so that's what I'm trying to exploit right now in the system. Okay, so XSE, like I said, XSE requires you to understand what we call XML language. That is I think something markup language. It's just like your HTML hypertext markup language. Yeah. So XSE requires you to understand a little bit of XML language so that you can craft your code and then upload it to the server. And once the server receives it, you should have access into the server. So right now, I'm trying to upload this file into the server, and it is giving me error. Now, it giving me error is two things. One, it tells me that I'm doing something right because at least the server is accepting the file. Secondly, it tells me that I need to just manipulate one or two things, and then I should have the file running into the server. So that is what it is giving me right now. And so this is where you stress out and try and manipulate your code to work. So this is where cybersecurity can get really intense, right? And I'm just trying to see how I can maneuver my way around this. So Michael asks, what software is this? This is BobSuit. Now, when it comes to web application hacking or even API hacking or API pen testing, let me use the word pen testing, BobSuit is one of the major tools that you need to learn how to use. Why? Because with BobSuit, you can do a lot of manipulations from the back end before you get to the server, and that form of manipulation is where your attack comes into to the system, right, to send to the server. Now, most times your normal website is built to provide you with what you ask for. Now, BobSuit's job is to come in the middle of your browser and the server, and then your script comes in, your attack comes in, and from there you are able to run different type of attacks and exploits to send to the server. Now, most of the times, if a website is coded to like, okay, input this is the output, input this is the output, you would have to capture that request that says input this, and then put in your SQL injection, put in your XSS attack, put in a lot of different things, and then when you send it to the server, it is no more the same input this, it is now manipulate this and give me clouds, give me access into the server, give me a lot of things into the server. So that is web application, and now that is where BobSuit comes in, because BobSuit gives you access like a man in the middle. So BobSuit comes in between your browser and the server. Okay, does that make sense? So, and that point that it is in the middle, it allows you to put a lot of exploits in the server. Now, I think that is clear enough. So that is BobSuit, and BobSuit comes with a lot of features. I'm not trying to even promote them. So Proxy, this is where I find all the requests that is going to the server, and I come and put in all my manipulations like in between before it gets to the server. Then I have what we call intruder. Intruder is when I want to brute force something. So if I'm trying to log into the server and I don't know my password, or I don't know the password, I might want to brute force it by putting in a lot of password. So intruder allows you to put in a long list of password to try, and then Boxer just helps you to automate this password brute force. So now that's for intruder. So you can see how interesting Bobsuit is, because a lot of things that you might feel is manual, Bobsuit has come to help you to automate everything. Then now we have the repeater, which I'm using. Repeater is that I'm trying to manually exploit it. Now this is when I've seen that okay, this place is vulnerable. Now I'm trying different ways to see how I can exploit this particular request before it gets to the server. And so that I'm trying to do right now, to exploit XML. In previous videos, I've exploited different type of vulnerabilities. I've exploited SQL injection attack. I've exploited cross-site scripting attack. So with Bobsuit, and I'll upload that to my YouTube channel. Now we have target. Target just shows you all the sites that you're trying to test for, and then we have the dashboard that gives you some vulnerabilities that Boss will help you to find on the side while you're still trying to run your own work. So Boss will also on the side look for vulnerabilities for you, and when it finds it, it tells you that okay, this site is vulnerable to this, and then you now have like an advantage basically. Then we have other tools. I don't really make use of these other tools that are here, but I have like some extra extension that I use, like the authorize to do some advanced attack, right? So I think that is just like a brief summary of the Bobsuit application. Now, when I was learning the Bobsuit back in 2021, I would say it was quite difficult to learn. There was no video basically. Like I could not get video then to explain what Bobsuit is for me. What my mentor just told me was that I should go and learn Bobsuit. So I was just dabbling around everything until I became good like this. Right. So most of the time you might have to just dabble into it, dabble, and then the more you practice with it, the more you get familiar with it, and then the more you know better. All right. So most of the times they might not drag you by the hand, but you can drag yourself by the hand and then improve yourself. Yours is just to know the basics of what you want to learn. Once you know the basics of what you want to learn, every other thing is just like it is building on the basics basically. So that is one thing that I love about cybersecurity. The foundation is very important. Once you can understand it, every other thing is building upon the foundation, and that is something that is very interesting. Where do you start from if you want to start zero knowledge in coding? Okay, I think so we have a lot of YouTube video actually that teach you the foundation. Now the first thing that you need to learn is the Linux application, the Linux OS rather. So Linux OS is very important in this field. So once you can learn the Linux OS and then start doing little code, like learn like some little programming, and so I think you are good to go. You don't have to like learn everything. In fact, AI can even teach you more than any other thing, right? Any question? Machine learning. Okay. Ademola says machine learning. What is the code I just joined? T-Smart. What is the code? I'm trying to exploit. I'm trying to exploit XML attack. Alright. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, but I'm just starting out my YouTube channel. Though I have like a little video, but if you check my bio, you should get the link to my YouTube, and then you can follow me there. So I'll be uploading wider video there, video that talks about cybersecurity, cloud securities, and pen testing, bug bounty. I'll be uploading everything to my YouTube channel because TikTok cannot allow long video. People are short form video, but every single thing I'm going to upload it. Even my TikTok live from day 1 to day 3, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel so that people can if you're really interested to like go through everything, you get everything from my YouTube channel. Um, yes, I do have YouTube. Ethics where by C. What niche am I into? Now that's a very funny question. Okay. Niche. Hmm. My primary niche is web application pen testing. No, pen testing in general because I'm good in web application. I'm good in mobile application. I'm good in um, API pen testing. So pen testing in general, that's my niche. So I'm good in that three. Then on the side, I'm also into SOC analysis. I'm also into digital forensics, and I'm really into cloud security because cybersecurity is actually enough for you. But I feel that as time goes on, cloud is becoming the order of the day, like abroad, US, all this. So cloud is becoming the order of the day at at that end. So 2 years ago, I just picked up cloud randomly and started learning cloud security, how to secure servers in cloud, how to secure application in cloud, how to secure like everything in the cloud. So I picked up cloud 2 years ago, and it has been really interesting because I know a time will come that I no, I won't get tired of cybersecurity, but I would want to go into a less stressful field like cloud security because cloud is not as stressful as cybersecurity. I hope I'm not scaring you guys from cybersecurity though. But I have to just say the truth. Cybersecurity is kind of stressful. Cloud is not as stressful as cybersecurity. Just understand the environment that you are working with, and you can learn cloud security. Now, would I advise you to learn cybersecurity first before cloud security? No. You can actually start cloud security alone and build upon it. Later on, you can learn some concept around cybersecurity. But if you want to start with cloud security, I mean, you can actually start with cloud security. Now, can you learn cloud security and cyber security together? Absolutely not. You'll be very confused. When I was learning cloud security 2 years ago, and I was still in my like prime in cybersecurity, I found it very difficult to balance the knowledge for cloud security and cybersecurity. And because of that difficulty, I almost like lost touch of my cybersecurity stuff. But on the side, I was just doing one or two cloud security things, but majorly cybersecurity, so that I don't lose touch of my skill, right? So um last year, which make it the second year for cloud security, I then dabbled more into cloud security so that at least I can have more knowledge, and I did some certifications that will strengthen my knowledge. So, but it's still in between. It was still difficult to balance the cloud security knowledge and cybersecurity knowledge. And even my mentors would tell me that I should not learn both of them at once, or I should pick one niche. But my niche is cybersecurity, like web, like pen testing, right? But I just felt like I liked cloud security, and then I just picked it and then learned it. So um so this year I can say that I'm very much comfortable with cloud security, not just Azure but AWS as well. And this year alone I've built about 7 cloud projects. So anyone that is interested in learning cloud security, once you follow through my projects that I've built, I'm going to create 5 more before the year ends. So if anybody follow the cloud projects, once you have the foundational knowledge, that is the fundamentals of cloud, and you want to get into practicals, the project is going to guide you on how to deploy things in cloud, how to do this in cloud. So it is very very useful for people that want to enter cloud security. So the project is in my GitHub link. Let me just send my GitHub link. So I created about 7 cloud projects this year, so that people that want to learn, because I've noticed that it is difficult. Son of Grace, welcome. It is difficult to pick up cloud security, but and a lot of people that are into cloud security, they are selling their courses for you to learn some projects. But I also feel like I want to give back to the community, and so I did just that and created multiple cloud projects so that beginners can learn from it. And so from this month, I'll be creating difficult projects. So from January, February, March, I created simple projects. April, May, June, some like kind of medium. Then July, August, September, still medium. So, but from this August, I'll be taking the level up. So, as you're learning, you are not just learning the fundamentals all through, but you can, grow at each point in time. So, once I'm done with the 12 projects, once you pick the first five, it is easy. And trust me, there's guide for everything. So I always give you guide that okay, this is how to solve the project, so that you are taken by the hand to solve the project, and that's what makes it interesting. So that when you are being interviewed for the cloud project, right? When you're being interviewed, you have some level of confidence that you've done this in the cloud, you've done this in the cloud, and it all makes everything interesting for you as a learner. So I feel that's just what I plan to just do this year, to create as much cloud project as possible for beginners to start from ground up, and within 6 months, 7 months, you should be well grounded in cloud. But I'm not advising you guys to go into cloud. All I'm just saying is that Tobias, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It's nice to see you again. It's very nice to see you again. So all I'm just saying is that if you want to learn cybersecurity, stay on the path of cybersecurity. If you want to learn cloud security, stay on the path of cloud security. But for me, um, I'm into both, and it is not easy to balance both. It's not easy because cybersecurity is advancing every single day. Cloud security is advancing every single day as well. So I think I sent my GitHub link. Let me copy and paste again, or let me just pin it down. Okay, let me copy and paste again. Just tell me, is the link correct? Just let me know if it's correct. If it is correct, if it's not correct, I'll just check my GitHub link once again. But if you check that there is space in between, remove the space so that you can paste it in your browser. And if it is correct, you should be able to find the cloud project in that link. Where I want the link, now video they just give us. uh Honestly, even if I'm to be teaching cybersecurity every day, new people would always join. And because new people always join, you will still have to go back and watch video of what has been done already. Alright, so it's still the same, but whatever video that you see, maximize it. No knowledge is a waste in this field. That is one thing that I've come to learn in cybersecurity. There is no knowledge that is a waste in this field at all. If okay, so yeah. Does anyone have question? Please feel free to drop question. Let me just I feel like I can answer a lot of questions right now. My brain is very sharp right now. So if you have questions, just drop it in the comments, and I'm going to attend to every question, every single question. What I'm doing on the screen right now is web application hacking, and this might be a little too advanced for beginners that are starting out. So I'm not trying to push this, but you can learn one or two things just by looking at it. Then when you grow into the field, you will then understand it better, right? So, but if you have question, drop your question. I'm going to answer it, every single question, no matter how silly it may sound. I don't mind. Just drop every question, no matter how silly it may sound. Drop it. Don't be shy. It is only Cisco videos on how to pass the exam. Are you serious? No, don't. Okay. There is now. Let me make some clarification about exam and practical. Now, I've written over 12 cybersecurity exams. Okay, and I've done a lot of practical in cybersecurity. Now, the period while I was preparing for cybersecurity exam, I'll come to your question. What is my niche? Cybersecurity exam is meant to is his job is just to teach you theory. Except if you're going for practical exam, cybersecurity exam is his job is to teach you theory about cybersecurity. And the more you go deeper into the theory, the more you know more about the theoretical parts, but you still have a practical pathway that you need to find after doing your exam. So sometimes, like there were some times that I was doing exam back to back. It felt like I don't really know what I'm doing in cybersecurity at that point, because um writing exam is just theory, and if you are doing theories too much, you won't be feeling cybersecurity again. So I was at that stage, and cybersecurity was no longer like, you know, feeling like I was no longer feeling it anymore. So because of I was writing too much exam, so it's so exam is just to teach you theory. If you're going to do exam, learn the theory, but also go outside the exam, go to YouTube, go and look for project and do a practical project on that particular exam. That is where the skill actually comes in. All what I'm doing right now, it is not exam that is teaching me all this. In fact, none of my exam has taught me all this. It is my personal research that has taught me all this. So, what is my niche in cybersecurity? My niche is pen testing. Penetration testing is my niche. So, website pen testing, application pen testing, and API pen testing. So there's three pen testing. So website is your normal website pen testing, like your normal website where you find vulnerabilities on websites. And then we have application pen testing, is where you review application code. Like when you install a application in your phone, you might want to see how you can find vulnerability on the application, right? So that is application pen testing, and you can find it in a lot of ways by decompiling the code. Like that is extract the code of the application and then start looking for vulnerabilities inside of it. So then we have API pen test as well, which is application, like which is what online application you use. So any application that supports online activity, like your OPay, like your bank, anything that requires you to be online, they make use of API. So you get the API endpoints and then find vulnerabilities on those ones. So that's my niche, pen testing in general. And in fact, most job on pen testing, their standard is that you know all three. Most job, if you really want to get a lot of money in this field, the standard is that you should know all three, because a company will always have a website, they will always have a application, sorry, they always have an application, and they will always have an API. And if you're not good in all three, you may or may not, land the job, or you may land the job through referrals, and you have to learn on the job like really really fast. So pen testing is my niche in cybersecurity, though I know a little bit of SOC analysis and I know a little bit of digital forensics. All right, so that's my niche. Ask your question. You guys should ask your question. Bro, I can feel you. MG10. Now old people they now old people they charge. Bro, I can feel you. I can feel you. You've seen old people, and most of them, once they charge you money, they will still come back and teach you theory. Something they can go and read online. They'll come back and teach you theory. Like who does that? So I honestly feel you. Most people come back, charge you a lot of money, teach you theory. I mean, this year, a lot of people have asked me, like, that can I train them? So far, I'll say I've only trained two people majorly this year, and they are really, really progressing well. It is not just practical. In fact, I leave them to go and learn practical. I'll just give them go and learn this practical, come back, then I'll train you on it. Sorry, go and learn this theory, come back, and I'll train you on the practical. So I leave them to learn the theory by themselves. I give them as much resource as they can, then come back, work on practical project and every other thing. So I don't really like accept students like that currently, but this year is only two people I've trained this year. And now based on the nature of my work, that is like I have a lot on my plate, a lot of pen tests to do, a lot of projects to work on. So I'm not so chance to to uh, train long term training. But if it's live, I can come here and impact knowledge to as much people that want the knowledge. Please, can you teach beginners to see if they have passion for it? Yes, I can. Like um I in fact, most people that I've met, I do like a maybe 1 or 2 weeks, like a crash course, just to test the waters. Is cybersecurity right for you? Because fine, there is a lot of hype in cybersecurity, and I know a lot of people want to really learn it, but not everybody has that like skill for it. So within 1 or 2 weeks, I can do like a crash for cybersecurity. Okay, I'll show you what it is actually about, the struggles, the success, the failures, and even putting some things to you that okay, you know that okay, am I curious enough to learn cybersecurity or am I not curious enough? So yeah, I do things like that sometimes to see if cybersecurity is right for some people like that. What is the most challenging project I've ever worked on? Okay, most challenging projects I've ever worked on. Okay, this is not a project. Okay, it could be called a project, but it's like a real world application where I had to run a pen test on a bank, and you know how secure the bank can be because of a lot of policies and compliance in the banking infrastructure. So um so I was to find a vulnerability because obviously I was paid for it. So it was challenging to the point that I had to like stay up all night just to find vulnerability, which I ended up finding a sweet vulnerability to have access to their server endpoint, like a black box testing. So black box testing is that you don't have much information about the system, just come in like an hacker, and so it is very challenging for me. So I think that is the most challenging project that I've ever worked on. I'm a data scientist. I build models, web scrap, thinking of switching roles into cybersecurity. Data science also has a broad future in its own ways, especially when it comes to AI and machine learning. Right. So if you're already in the part of data science and you understand what you're doing so far, I'll say just build it forward. Like build forward. Because if you come back and start cybersecurity from scratch, you take double the effort to reach where you are currently in data science. So just if you feel that you are still okay in data science, then just build it forward. You don't need to really switch like that. Guy na 200 plus, and I dey tell my papa say make we go another. No, 200 is a lot of money. Oh. Imagine paying 200 plus and then you end up not learning anything, like or not getting what you feel is needed. I'll be very pained, which I've been there before, and I was very very pained. That was what made me to hate um, teaching in a way. Like it made me hate teaching, but I can still teach. But you know, a lot of people just tell you that, oh, I'm a cybersecurity trainer, and then once you pay them, they just teach you like rubbish, and then you begin to regret a lot of things. Favor wonders, welcome. Cybersecurity is fun, but it is not easy and it's challenging. Right? It is fun. That is very correct. It is not easy. That is very correct. And it is challenging. That is very correct. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. So cybersecurity is fun. Like if you gain access to a server, you feel on top of the world literally. You feel like have like a shoulder pad. Right. So Cyber Fury, welcome. Welcome. So like now this morning I was running a pen test, and I found like 6 critical vulnerabilities on this website. Is it? I think 5 or 6 critical vulnerabilities, bro. Like I was up all night, but like I was just like feeling myself that I don't need to sleep again because I've hit the jackpot on this application. So yeah, it is fun because when you get to like do something that is really meaningful, like exploiting something or gaining access or finding critical bugs that can do something major, like it gives you shoulder pad. Who goes anybody? What can anybody do to you? In fact, you feel like the strongest man alive. Like that is the feeling of cybersecurity when you do something very interesting. And yeah, so this morning I still felt that way. So once I feel that way, my day already is blessed. Like forget it. There's nothing anybody can come and do to me that come and tell me that, oh, mm-mm, I have the skills, bro. There's nothing you can do to me. I have the skills. I regret badly and I'm doing data science. Bro, you're doing data science and cybersecurity. How are you surviving? I can barely even do data science because of um the whole data structure and everything. I'm not for that for data science. I won't lie to you. How do I know? I have friends that do data science and I've seen what they do. I've seen the Excel, the SQL, the Strata, the um, Power BI, and everything. And I know that I'm not cut out for data science, so it's not for me. If you have question, keep dropping, keep dropping. I'm here to answer you. Cyber Fury, it's nice to have you. I hope you are still online. It's nice to have you actually. Then now Cyber Fury, that's your test 120 questions. What I want to do is that I want to create a YouTube video. I want to compare how accurate AI can be, right? So I'm going to use different AIs to answer all the 120 questions. And because me now, I scored 110 out of 120. So I want to see if AI can beat that score or AI, because I've like used AI for like some tests, and it is I'm seeing like 7 over 10, 6 over 10. So I mean a whole AI scoring 6 over. So I want to see if how accurate AI can be, right, in answering his own questions. So Seek 99999. I just started cybersecurity. Welcome to a world of pain. Yeah, I think that is a word. Pa, 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 pa. Welcome to a world of pain because, bro, you have a lot to learn, and you have a lot to learn. Like I won't lie to you, you have a lot to learn. So just start in the next 3 months. Build lock in for the next 3 months, bro. Just lock in like this now as you're starting out cybersecurity. Lock in. If you need resources, I would send resources to your way. That should not be an issue. All right, please let me fix the question, the time frame. Cyber free. Let me fix the time frame so I can properly use AI and copy and paste. Power BI they crash your laptop. Bro, are you serious? Are you for real? Power BI. So I mean, I've seen people use it, bro. I don't even understand what they're even doing. Safe. I know you have to create like a graphical representation of the data and everything, but I don't think it is going to entice me as much as cybersecurity is already enticing me already. Guys, if you have questions, feel free to drop. No matter how little you feel it can be, a lot of people have the same question. So if you are dropping the question, you are answering everybody else, and in fact, that makes you even more smarter than a lot of people. So just drop your question. Um, I just started learning cybersecurity. I started with the Google cybersecurity course on Coursera. Beautiful. That is a beautiful. That is a very good place to start from. The Google cybersecurity. I last year I did the Google cybersecurity not because I needed it, but because I wanted to see how the course was, and they really did justice to that cybersecurity. In fact, I schooled in a cybersecurity, like I did my bachelor's in cybersecurity, and my entire 4 years of cybersecurity was compressed into one course, which is called the Google cybersecurity. Like all the theories, not the practical now, all the theories were compressed into the Google cybersecurity course. So that is a very good place to start with. Within 3 months, because I know it is a lot actually. So within 3 months, try and finish the Google cybersecurity within 3 months, and then move into something more practical, more engaging, so that you don't lose that fire. Now, I've seen a lot of people that when they are learning theories, they tend to lose their fire like at the end of the day. So don't lose that fire. Just keep on learning and come back to the practical side of cybersecurity. I mean, if you're starting with Cisco cybersecurity, that is still good. Cisco cybersecurity they major on networking, like they amber networking well, which is still good, and they also touch different parts of cybersecurity. So if you are going for Cisco cybersecurity, as long as you can finish it and you understand, okay. So here's the thing: even if you finish the course, you can't. There's no way that you can understand everything fully. Like now, me, I have gone through a lot of different fundamental courses. That's why I know fundamentals to an extent. But yeah, so you can't finish one course and actually claim that you know everything. But at least you have a knowledge in what you are coming into, which is still good, right? All right, that is beautiful. MJ10, are you also doing Cisco cybersecurity? If you are doing that, I mean, just this for as well as you can start learning practical. I mean, how else do you want to get a job? Except if you are abroad, then you can easily land an internship work with a practical, but you need, so with your theory, but you need practical work to keep up with the job markets. Like, it is becoming highly competitive. The faster you take action, the better it is for you. That is just the game. Damstack, welcome. Daniel Ifeanyi, ACA, welcome. Damstack, thanks for the like. All right, so um, if you have questions, still feel free to drop the question. Pa, pa, pa. Oh, okay. Pam, 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 pam. How do I exploit XML? Okay, okay, okay. So this is an example of XML. This payload design tool. Okay. So, but now I want to know what is the issue of what's the major issue for why it's bringing me error. It says unexpected end of form. Am I meant to end it with this? I think I'm meant to end it with this actually. Okay. Wait. Are you saying that Cisco is giving you videos? Was that what you meant all this while? I honestly did not know. Honestly, was that what you meant? If you live in London, City of London is sponsoring people interested in learning cybersecurity. I wish I was in London right now because that is a country that I want to move forward. I think. Don't judge me. So, but I wish I was in London too. Because, bro, mistake. How am I getting error? Oh, okay. Are you serious? Okay, okay. Let me try using Coral. What am I timing now? Mimi started following you. Mimi, welcome. Mimi, welcome. Now, some of the file upload attack might not really work on this application because it is being hosted in my system currently. What have I done? To start the cybersecurity tutorial, what's the best laptop to get? Alright, beautiful question. To start cybersecurity, what is the best laptop to get? Now, the best is obviously a gaming PC, like a Core i9, like a 32 gig RAM, like a 2 terabytes. Like if you're asking for the best, then like just get like a gaming PC. That finishes the whole work for you. But now you want to get like what is the minimum requirement that you need to get to start cybersecurity. Then minimum requirement. Mimi, can I learn cybersecurity without having any idea? Okay, I'll come to your question, Mimi. Now, minimum requirements of a system that you need to have to learn cybersecurity. Number one, at least Core i5. Let the system be at least Core i5 and at least 8th generation Core i5. Number 8th generation Core i5. Then at least 8 gig RAM, or recommended at least 12 gig RAM with at least 500 gig storage. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is the minimum requirement is because When you want to learn practicals, you might want to deploy multiple labs in your system, and you need like at least 4 gig extra RAM to deploy those labs, and you need the Wi Fi to make your system faster. So that's why you need that amount of RAM and system specification. So that's so that your system does not hinder you. Like now, for example, when I was learning cybersecurity, I was using one very old system. It is not even up to Wi Fi, and it's really hindered my progress, my journey by a lot. But when I was able to change my system to a Wi Fi, that was when I saw a massive boost in my cybersecurity journey. Now, Mimi, can I learn cybersecurity without having any idea? Um, I mean, nobody had idea about cybersecurity before they started learning, but you need an idea of computer science, like how to operate computer, how to how to guy, you still don't laugh at Mimi. That is a lot of people want to ask that question. You don't know. A lot of people want to ask that question, and she had the courage to ask it, so that makes her one step ahead already. Now, um, yeah, so you need to have like an idea of computer, how to operate computer, and you need to learn networking. I mean, a lot of us don't really have an idea when we learn cybersecurity. So just about having that passion, having that fuel to learn, like that you really want to learn cybersecurity. Once you have that fuel, you will learn networking, you learn Linux, you learn cybersecurity fundamentals, you now learn now go and start doing projects around cybersecurity. So yeah. So yeah, that is see me using Pentium the first bro, you're using Pentium in 2025. Are you for real, bro? You're an OG. You're an OG. Last time I used Pentium was 5 years ago, and that was like my last system. In fact, I was using Celeron, not even Pentium. Celeron is slower than Pentium, bro. In fact, I was forcing it. I was overclocking it every single point in time. But bro, this guy did not agree to work for me. Bro, see, I can feel your pain, honestly. I can honestly feel your pain. Bro, please don't force Pentium, because once the Pentium crash, I can tell you that you'll be left with nothing. So if it is not going, if it's not going for you, you probably might just have to just let it run what it can. Because imagine owning a system and to take 10 minutes to boot up. Like you press the power button and you wait for 10 good minutes. You go and play and come back. That was how my last system was. Bro, I really suffered from that system. So if I was on that system like this, my mind is that okay, let me go and play and come back. It will have booted up finish. So once it boot up finish, I can now start running. In fact, I could not even run Linux then. I was just trying to manage it, and when I know how to run my Linux, as I click on start, it takes 30 minutes for the Linux to start fully, bro. So a total of at least 40 minutes patience to wait for the system to respond before I can start learning, bro. I can feel you. I won't lie to you. Okay, if I pick either red team or blue team, what are the OS and the things I should focus on? So you want me to explain for both red team and blue team? Is that what you mean? Isn't that too much? Just pick one and then let me explain it to you. Josh Graham. Because red team is a pathway on its own, a very, very deep pathway on its own. Blue team is also a very deep pathway on its own. So just pick one and then I will explain what you need to do. Do you get? Okay, so you prefer to pick red team. Alright, beautiful. I mean, that is also the pathway that I am on currently. So now for red team, what are the parts? What is the what are the OS and the things that you focus on? Tracy, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I love to do this. It is one of my passion to actually like do this. So yeah, you're very much welcome. Thank you so much for appreciating me. At least I know that my my talk is reaching somebody. At least that is a benefit for me. All right. So back to your question. Now for red team, what OS should you use? Now a lot of people will advise you to go for. A lot of people would advise you to go for Kali Linux as your OS to use, right? But I used to advise my students. I used to advise my students to go for Parrot Linux. Now, you might ask why Parrot Linux? Sorry, hold on. Now, Parrot Linux is a very difficult OS to use, and if you start out with a difficult operating system, you would adapt easier to cybersecurity, right? I personally started with Parrot Linux, and it was not easy because it basically did not have like um it did not have like help and guide like Kali Linux do. So if you start with Parrot Linux, you it's like it's like you throwing what do we call it now? Like a child into a swimming pool. He's forced to learn on the job. Like that was it actually means. So to learn Parrot Linux. Questions, then I would fix my camera now. So use Parrot Linux first, or if possible, just use anyone that works for you. Fine, it works for you. So Parrot Linux, then focus on try hack me or hack the bug. That's after you've gotten your foundational knowledge in cybersecurity. So then from there, guy, my laptop they teach me patience like seriously, but it is too, bro. Yours is 2.23 gigahertz and 8 gigabytes. Oh, bro, it's like yours are not taught you patience as much as mine has taught me. Mine was 1.6 gigahertz, bro. Alex, thanks for the follow. Mine was 1.6 gigahertz. I had I had to wait. Like that thing taught me patience. In fact, then I was much more into like playing PES. So and when I start the PES, I have to like calm down, go and warm some air first, and then come back and miss the game. Like that's how it was for me. So at least yours is trying. So use a good system. Honestly, I would never advise somebody to start out advise somebody. If you have the opportunity to use like a at least Wi-Fi system that is good, that is like maybe 8 gigabytes, please start with it because i- um if you start with the bad system, you get demotivated faster. And that's where things gets like very very bad. So if you have the chance to use a good system, start with it, and then I mean, if about 7 years ago I had the chance to use a good system, I may have gone further than this in cybersecurity. I may. Now it is a may because it is a two-way street. Probably I might be paying as well. So um or I might be doing something productive. So it is a may. But then I would have learned something more with a good system. Now because of using a bad system now, I could not really learn more skills by the cybersecurity and I got my Core i5 Pavilion system. That was when my productivity doubled. In fact, it tripled. Right now, I'm still using Core i5, but my productivity is like 10 times right now. So my camera is having issue. Oh, sorry. Let me look into it. Um. Okay. That's true. That's true. Let me look into it. Hold on. It's just a slight issue. Right, just give me a moment. Let me check my camera. Max Raf, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. So let me just work on my camera. Just give me one moment, and I should. But I'm using external camera. Very soon I'll try to get like a webcam so that it is much more like better. Okay, so camera should be back in count 10 seconds. It should be back in 10 seconds. Which HP laptop is the best for cybersecurity for college students? Okay, for college students, which HP laptop is the best? I would personally recommend going for Elite Book. Elite Book is actually good for college students, and it's kind of budget friendly as well. So if you can go for Elite Book, please go for Elite Book. Is my camera back? Can you see my face now? All right, I think my camera is back now. I have to change the battery. It was just a battery issue. Thanks for waiting. Now, currently I'm working on um XML attack, access token required. Now, at least I'm progressing. So, where do I get my access token? This is my access token right here. Okay, I'll copy this and then send this request -h for header, and then I'm going to paste my header. Close the quotes. I think there's an issue with this system, with the application, because okay, unexpected field, multi-part header. Okay, let me try and upload a normal picture. MG10. Let me try and upload a normal picture. I don't have XSE. Okay, I think it's XSE1.jpg. So I'm trying to exploit a XML. For you. I don't have this one. XSE2. Okay, sorry. My bad. So it brought out the same error. So I feel that is a bug from the creator end. I'll just pitch this to the guy. So why don't you use Kali Linux or any other distro? Maybe I'm a noob. Probably I'm a noob, that's one. Actually, I'm just joking. So I just recently switched from Kali Linux to back to Windows. Now, why did I make that switch? I made that switch because for the past 2 years, my camera. Wait, hold on. Yeah, welcome, MG10. Sorry, wait, my camera is not. Where was I? Yeah, so I switched from Kali to back to Windows, and the reason why I switched from Kali back to Windows was very simple. For the past 2 years, from 2023 down to 2025, I've been using Kali Linux as my main operating system for my system. So I've basically gone through back and forth with Kali already. It's with Linux, and my goal of switching to Kali and then was so that I can understand how Linux works, because I was tired of Windows. So I wanted to see how Linux works, how to manipulate with Linux and everything. So I think I've achieved that goal already, and Linux has been giving me a lot of issues, a lot of admin issues, and everything. So I decided to let me go and come back to Windows. Not because Windows is good for everything, but Linux box, and from there I can um hold on. So from there I can now use my Windows to do a lot of edits, a lot of stuffs. Alright, so Windows basically give you more flexibility for work, like remote work and every other thing. But Kali limits my flexibility, and also I can't play game with my Kali. So this terminal that you're seeing on my screen, the terminal that you're seeing, this terminal is a Kali terminal. This terminal is a Kali, as you can see, is a Kali terminal. Is a Kali terminal because I've installed Kali as a WSL. Um, pa, 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 pa. So I've installed Kali as a WSL, and now I can use Kali from my terminal. So it's as simple as that. So, but I won't recommend beginners to go through this part. If you're a beginner, just make use of your Kali Linux, and then I think you are good to go from there. But if you have like if really advanced, then you can now step back to Windows or Mac OS. But I feel Mac OS is like the ultimate when it comes to pen testing, because it gives you a lot of dynamic testing, and that's just very beautiful for macOS. So yeah, I think I've answered your question. That's why I don't use Kali, but in at the same time I'm still using Kali in my terminal. So this is Kali. If you can see, there's a Kali Linux in my terminal here. Then there's a Windows PowerShell here as well. Okay, my screen is blocking, my camera is blocking it. So this is the Kali Linux. So I'm still using Kali, but now I'm no longer using it as a full-blown OS. I'm using it in terminal alone, because most of Kali tools are terminal based. So if it's terminal based, I mean I can just containerize everything inside of this, and every other tool that I need. I mean, Bobsuit is already on my Windows. I have Postman in my Windows as well. So I don't think I should be going through all those stress anymore for Kali Linux. So yeah, I think that is just it. So this is not working. This vulnerability is not working. Is it that it's not working, or I have to? Oh, I should explore the eval. Okay, I think I failed to see this. Okay, so let me just try one more time. I mean, you don't know if you might get it one more time. So just try. Always try one more time. Always, always try one more time. So make use of the eval for the XSE attack script. Bro, Phantom, a point will come, trust me. You are going to just come back to you see that all those stress is not worth it actually. I mean, at the point I was like, oh, I'll use Linux forever, but yeah, I am back to Windows. Point will come that you just see that, bro, it is not worth that stress at all. It's not worth that stress at all. So it's you just have to like step back to a normal operating system. Like that is how it works. All right, so that's just how it works. A time will definitely come that you will get tired of using wine. In fact, I've used wine a lot, but that stress is not just for me, because this period, now that I have a lot of pen test work to do. Now that I have a lot of pen test work to do, it's I can't be playing through a lot of things now. So feel that is just it for me. I won't lie to you. So I think I need to just save this in a file. Copy. Save this. Start live preview. That's all done. I might have to stop the live. I still have like a lot of work on ground. xsc2.jpg. Then I'm going to open a recent and then just paste this one here as well. So anyone that works fine, we move right. All right, so let's try one more time. There's always luck in trying one more time. Okay, so let's try once again. We can see an error. Then let's try the other one. xse.xml. Oh, sorry. XSE, there's no 2. System error. Alright, so I think I'll just have to stop it right here. Thank you guys for joining this live. I'll still look into this later on, but I think I'll just move on to the next challenge. And so the next challenge is going to be command injection via PDF generation. So I will just look into it. So thank you for joining. Mimi, thank you so much for joining. I see you and I appreciate you. I hope you've been able to learn something new. Josh Graham, thank you. I've noted your name. Favor Wonders as well. Welcome. Thanks for the appreciation. Odds ODD.S, I see you. Agbo Mabiwan, I see you. Abraham Topam, I see you. Dila, Real Martins, Ninja Black Girl, aside you. Big love. Thank you guys for joining tonight's live. So I will upload my day 1 of cybersecurity, day 2 on YouTube, so that you guys can have access to what we've been doing in the past videos. So till tomorrow, I'm still going to come back live again tomorrow. So let's say between 7 and 8 I would start my live. And yeah, so thank you guys. See you guys later.